religions have come like fallen far, far from the real message, the real. The thing is, the problem with the law is not only. By the way, your whole existence is based on theology, because the law is supposed to be a continuation, interpretation of theology. When any kind of legal counsel misbehaves, who do they think they send them to? They send them to the rabbi, okay? And the rabbi will think if this person is right or wrong. And usually the rabbi thinks they are right, okay? When they're really, really wrong. That's why there's a failure even in the law society. Yeah, the bird has hereby declared the raw society as a rogue society. Because it's no more about the law, it's getting around, it's the circumnavigation of the law. Since the time of Moses to now, the Talmud, have you read the Talmud? That's what I'm talking about, okay? The unaware gentleman in aisle number 9, we're talking to you, my friend. Is you like a debate party or the Shah party? Yeah, use the Shah parties of, first of all, let me tell you this, God's not going to serve with you if you forget your insaniyat. You know what's the meaning, insaniyat? You have a God of righteousness. You got to be righteous to start with, to even hope to have, the angels of God encampeth around those that fear Him. Right? So you got to ask yourself, do you fear Allah? Now, who's Allah? Allah is Elle. Now, the real problem with the unawares gentleman on aisle number 9, 6, and 4 is you don't know many languages, my friend. All you know is your Torah or your Porah, or you know your Talmuds, or you know the Hadith, or you know the Quran, Holy Quran, Assalamu alaikum, or you know the Sadducee, Pal. Yeah, Pal. That's all you know. That's nothing. Or you know St. Thomas. Have you read St. Thomas? St. Thomas is quite, I like it. It's more very mystical. Oh, you know, what else you know? What do you know more from? Do you want like a fresh one? I'll give you a fresh one, like a sip. Yeah, that's what I use this for. Like, I keep it in my pocket, in my breast pocket. Right? So, yeah, this is my thing. This is my cup. I'm drinking some. I go a fresh one, my friend. Like it's like 7 lights going from zip, and the bird comes in. Can I pick his eyes now? Yeah, please, please, please. Them sinners. Okay. And so, yeah. By the way, you can skip this. This is like you said, I got the scepter too, right? The importance of the scepter, the person that has a scepter is the scepticals. It's supposed to be an Irish kilt pin. Presbyterians, or maybe a Northern Ireland thing. What kind of kilt pin is that? It sounds almost like medicinal. Yeah, it's because like the enlightenment, sign of enlightenment. See, sign of enlightenment is when it goes up your spine and reaches and it circulates in your brain like that. Yes, there was some merit to those monks in Ireland were that secluded themselves, and you first got to find yourself. If you haven't found, yeah, I think that's what Jesus is trying to tell you. You need to find yourself, right? But you descended into nitpicking about whose guru is the better one, whose prophet is who's better, like who has seniorities over there. Now, a prophet is a prophet. What is a prophet actually to begin with? Prophet is a conduct of Elle. That Ella. If you know multiple languages, I am so I'm very lucky. I'm from India, yes, from the land of St. Thomas, from the Dravidian culture. The oldest synagogue outside of Israel is in Trivandrum, in Kerala. It is okay. Go check it out. So there was while we like to imagine that we are these connoisseurs of uh, cruising, Royal Caribbean cruising, and all. There was a whole lot of cruising in ships, and there was people just eyeball a yacht in those days that can sail the high oceans, and they make one. That's how things work. It's called andaz. I think andaz is either an Arabic word or a Persian word or even a Hebrew word. Because Hebrew too, if you look at the languages, we need a better, more away with the words, inter words from Arabic to Hebrew to Persian. When you get to the words and you do your proper research and analysis, you can see the same thing, and you can see the folly of man, the abuse of politics and power to use religion as a vehicle of dominion and sway. Because I think ultimately it deals fundamentally with the fear of death. You know, like you want to that's the primal fear. Everything you ever do really starts with staying alive, from breathing to everything to being trying to gather up your food and save up money for eternity to even having sex is because you want to live on and pass on your, yes, it's your fear of being snuffed out. That's what religion also is to give you an understanding, a grip about what is the meaning of death, like putting sense to the meaning, the grander scheme of things, to give you the hope about a life hereafter. Is there a life hereafter? Well, it's like Jesus said, you gotta find the kingdom of heaven before you conquer it, before you die. Okay? It's like the story of the virgins. You gotta find enlightenment before, not after you die. After you die, in the book of St. Thomas, there's this people talk about dying and understanding about dying. Jesus, he looks at, I think, the Samaritans carrying a sheep on their shoulders and going somewhere. And Jesus asked them this, and he asked the disciple, why is he carrying the sheep? So he says to take him and sacrifice him and eat him, or kill him and eat him, right? So then Jesus asks him, like, so you can't eat him without killing him. Really? No? Can you eat a goat biryani? Can you make goat biryani without killing a goat? Or can you make like a lamb kebab without killing a lamb? You know, yeah, that one, don't you? Why? Because it's not included in the or the Nicene Creed. We, I'm here to update the Nicene Creed. We have updated everything. A creed was more of a political move where dominant religions of the day dictated what goes into the creed. We want to have a creed based on data, on history, on languages, on archaeology, on the real truth, on the real one kingdom of heaven, the real doctrine of life, the find yourself. Like the temple of Athena too. What does it say first? What does it say? I forgot what it says. It questions you and asks you if you found yourself. That's primary. That's why, in many ways, life doesn't seem to add up much because uh, the emphasis has moved from attaining enlightenment or finding the kingdom of heaven or finding yourself to more about what bling you have or what possessions. Your possessions define you. That's why your whole existence is all about attaining stuff and yes, things that you need and your clothes that you wear. And yeah, and my little, yeah, that's my mother's, by the way. Okay. Yeah, it is my mother's. I found it in my mother's possession. That's why I'm taking over the Anglican Church. Yeah, wasn't who's the kid who looking at the history of uh, Henry VIII was always the odds with the church, wasn't he? Yes, he seemed to be odd because he needed a justification for taking a wife, right? Well, he didn't have good counsel. If he